Okay. Hey, this is Crazy Unicorn Jace. So the recording program has gotten like an update where like I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it and it's so cool. Like the microphone gets like green and it shows like how loud I'm speaking. Yeah, it hasn't done that before. I don't know when it happened, but like I mean I haven't used my computer I don't know for how long honestly to make videos. Because I'm like kind of like gone for the moment. Um, yeah, I'm gonna talk more about that later, but I just want to do this first, like the roadmap, and then I can blabber on at the end of the video so that like people who just come for the roadmap, they can watch that and then leave the video afterwards, and the people who want to like hear me blabbering on about my life, they can stay. It's interesting, I promise. It's like so much that has happened. And I'm probably gonna do like a video later where I like talk more in detail about things, but I just want to do like the most like I'm not gonna say insane events, but like it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. So for the people who want to hear like some I don't know drama, I don't know drama. I don't know about if it's drama or not, but yeah. Um, that's gonna be at the end of the video. And yeah, for the people who just want to like see the roadmap, you're welcome to like leave afterwards. I mean, you're welcome to leave whenever you want to, but I'd appreciate it if you watch the entire video, or well, at least listen to what I'm saying, because like I mean, I'm posting these videos, um, because of people watching, like because there's no point in posting videos if nobody's gonna watch them anyways. Um, so yeah, and I mean like maybe nobody's interested in my life, I don't know. But anyways, like if you're interested to know what has happened like lately, because I've been gone for so long and it's been a lot. So if you're interested in that, it will be at the end of the video. If you're not interested and just interested in the roadmap, yeah, you can leave before then, but I would really appreciate it if you watched the entire video and like all of my videos, because it means a lot. So thank you to the ones who do that. Even if you don't really care so much about like me or my life, like you can just like relax and then hear someone blabbering on about random stuff. um, yeah, I mean, just like sit down, relax, get like a snack, get something to drink, and just like yeah. I mean, this can be like something that you just have on in the background that you just like let the blabbering go in the background and you just relax. Or maybe if you're feeling lonely, then it's a voice talking. Maybe make someone feel less lonely. I don't know. Um, yeah, but yeah, let's get into the roadmap, shall we? Because, like, I'm late with this one. Next up in Jorvik, August 28th, 2025. And yeah, we're almost at, like, that date in September. It's the 26th today. And the reason why I'm doing this today is because it's a special day to me. And yeah, I'll talk more about it at the end, but yeah, so I just wanted to like make this video today, post it today, and I know that it's like 1 a.m. But this is when like I was able to do this. I'll talk more about it later, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, um, yeah, but yeah, so like in 2 days I would be like a month late. So yeah, I felt like I should do this like now, even though like things are not going according to plan. So. Oh yeah, and also like if you only watch the roadmap and not like the rest of the video, like please subscribe to my channel, click thumbs up on my videos and watch my videos. It means a lot. It means a lot. So thank you to everyone who does that. And well, yeah, I'm hoping that you're coming back to my channel to watch more videos in the future. Because like even though it's been a while since I posted my last video, um, I promise I'm gonna make more, and it's not gonna be that long until next time. Like I think the next up in Jorvik comes out like maybe in about a week or so, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks. So I'm gonna post it like a little closer to when it comes out. I promise. The next one isn't going to be that late. But yeah, lots happening. Lots has been have been happening. So that's why I haven't been able to do it earlier. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about that later in the video. I'm just going to do this first so that everyone who doesn't care about my life can just leave. Um, but that they get the next up in Jorvik first if they want to see that. Anyways, fall is upon us, and so is this roadmap. And I mean, it's still fall though, so I mean, it's not that bad. It's still fall. And honestly, fall wasn't upon us when this post posted, so I guess I'm doing better than Star Stable, ain't I? It's actually fall now. Take that, Star Stable. I'm almost a month late, but at least it's actually fall now. Wow. I'm joking, no hard feelings to Star Stable, it's just August isn't fall, that's summer. And I mean, it's 5 degrees Celsius outside, it's cold. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, so yeah, almost water freezing temperatures out. Anyways, Trail of Harvest, September 3rd. Our new trailblazer has arrived, filled with a cozy outfit in red, green, and blue. Sure. I was gonna say, is that someone's flag? But I don't know if any flag is red, green, and blue. Lots of flags are red, white, and blue, but green instead of white? Maybe. If you know a flag that has red, green, and blue, let me know. Let me know. Because surely there should be some. Well, I know one flag, but it has yellow as well, and it's the Sami flag. I don't know how you say that, but the native populations of I don't know exactly every, but at least Norway, Sweden, Finland, maybe some others. Um, so that is it. Yeah, I think it is green. I think it is green, right? Red, blue, green, and yellow. Pretty sure. Anyways, the knitted jacket, cute beret, and apple details will have both horse and rider looking comfy and stylish. The tray will, of course, also feature some fan favorite items such as shiny gemstones and large jars of wisdom. I don't even know what large jars of wisdom is. What does that do again? I don't remember. Amongst other things, like all the other ones. This week we also have our monthly bazaar going on in Moorland. And I mean, I did miss that because, that was, I guess, for a week? Yeah, probably just a week. And I mean, yeah, we're a little late. But I think I'm going to be able to do the Trailblazer track video. Or at least show the things, because now, I was planning to maybe do it, while I'm gone. Um, but my, kind of gaming computer, which is the only one I can actually log into Star Stable with, that I have over there, it's so slow. And I've kind of, packed it up for, now, because I was planning to move in actually yesterday. Yeah, that didn't work out. I'll talk more about it later. And then my Mac has just, completely stopped working. It is more than a decade old, so it makes sense. But yeah, sucks. But anyways, I hope I'll be able to do that video. But I think that it lasts until October some. So hopefully, I'll see. I'll double check and then. But yeah, let's move on. Anyways, the new and improved Andalusian, September 10th. Make way for Spanish royalty. The Andalusian is here. This regal beauty has touched down in Jorvik stables, ready to take the island by storm. The Andalusian comes in 7 colors, and is paired with 2 fashionable working equation sets. Our avid players may notice that this is an updated version of an older Gen 3 horse, a previous fan favorite that has now been renamed the Jorvik Andalusian. Okay. Updated version of an older Gen 3 horse. Have we gotten like all of the previous generations updated already? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, also that is something that you can do at any time. So I haven't had any rush to do Star Stable videos really, and I haven't really been able to do them either. Been busy. Tack and party time. At first I thought it said pack, and I was like, what are we packing for? But no, it doesn't. September 17th. Every day is a party day. Whether a clubmate has their birthday, it's time for a barnyard bash. It was actually my grandma's birthday on the 2nd of September, and she turned 101. So yeah. Um, so there was a birthday that I celebrated a bit ago now, but still. But yeah. Or someone announces their virtual wedding in the global chat. Hey, we've all seen it. We've all probably seen it. I haven't. Like, I know that people are, in relationships and all and are stable. Um, a friend of mine was in a relationship with someone a while ago, like hundreds of years ago. But I haven't really seen anyone be in a relationship, I think. I think there was one person that I talked to that was saying, something about their boyfriend or whatever was playing Star Stable and he was a guy too. Yeah, hundreds of years ago. But I don't know if they were a couple on Star Stable or in real life, so don't really know. And apart from that, I haven't really seen any relationship stuff. But I mean, I'm also not really social on Star Stable, so yeah, it might be that. But yeah. Anyways, the permanent party location is the place for the occasion. Oh, permanent! That's cool. We love that. I do. I do. I'm not a we. But yeah, I love permanent stuff. So that's also great, especially when I'm, gone. Especially when I'm missing at the moment. We're also celebrating adding 3 new horses to the new tax system, meaning they will be fully retrofitted. And I'll, of course, go through these to check if there's something I need to do, quickly. But I'm probably gonna do that on my phone later because I was planning to actually just do this real quick, and some other stuff we can do like that. I can talk about that later, and then go back to where I'm actually staying now. Yeah, yeah. So I'll just try to finish up this real quick. Also for the people who want to leave already. But yeah. Okay, dressing for nature, September 24th. So this was on Wednesday and it's Friday now because it's past midnight, but yeah. We wrap up September with 2 sets inspired by Jorvik's beautiful nature. Perfect for riding out into the wilderness with a dare horsey friend. I was gonna make a joke about all my friends are horses, but is it a joke when it's mostly true? I mean, I have one human friend though, and then I don't know if people would consider me a friend anymore or not. So some of them are I don't quite know if we're friends or not. One person said we're best friends a while ago, but still, I feel like it still stands. Um, it wasn't 100 years ago. It was maybe this year, maybe last year or something. Yeah. Um. So yeah, horsey friends. That's what I got. That's it for me. Oh, virtual horses. That's my friends. Well, I mean, I'm not really too social though, so it makes sense that I don't have many friends. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Um, I mean, I'm smiling as I'm saying this, so it's fine. I like being alone, so I'm okay with my horsey friends, all the friends I need. Whew. Whew. I mean, I don't even take care of my horses, so it's like I'm not really good with like. I mean, if they were real horses, like they would leave me. It's good that they're virtual. They can never leave. Maybe a companion from our bazaar that arrives the same week. Maybe I should check out the bazaar then. So I have a week. Like I have until Wednesday, and I think Wednesday is like the 1st of October. We can check that. Like, yeah. Oh, come on! Like, look at the one. Like, look at what it says at the bottom of the page. Please, please, me. Yeah, so I'm thinking of moving in like before October at least, so I should be able to do this when I moved in. But anyways, this is time with the horses from the previous updates, retrofitting batch, and an old friend. Oh, I wonder who the old friend is. Got lots of those, so it could be anyone. I'm halfway joking. Like, I know that it's not going to be like my in real life friends or anything, but I have a lot of old friends. I don't know if they see me as a friend anymore, but like, isn't that what it's called when it's like, they might not see you as a friend anymore? Ain't that when they get old? Then you lose them? I don't know. Fallen Stars. October 1st. I promise I will be like, moved in by then. That's a promise to myself. There has been loads of activity in the sky over Jorvik. Fallen stars are reported to have landed in multiple locations on the island. Time to go hunting. Stars. We've also got 2 stylish sets for all of our green and purple players out there. Oh no! Oh no, you're attacking me. This is an attack. I love green, and like one of my like old friends loved purple. Like that was my friend's color. Green is mine. Green is my favorite color. Like I mean, my what's it called? Tablecloth is green. Some of my sheets, some PJs I have, some socks I have. Lots of socks are green, or at least have green in them. Um, I have lots of green Crocs. I don't know what color my curtains are. I'm bad with color. Um, my kitchen is mostly green. My walls, 2 of them anyways, are green. The ones that needed to be painted, those are green, the same shade as like some of my cabinets in the kitchen. So yeah, like most of my kitchen is green. If I could get a green fridge, I would. That's. Oh yeah, I have green couches as well. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Um, and I mean, like, sure, some of it is like secondhand, so I couldn't like pick the color. um, but for the ones I could pick the color, I lots of the times pick green if they had it. Because yeah, my favorite color. And then purple is like, an old friend. So yeah, yeah. And that person that at least used to play Star Stable, I don't know if they do anymore. But like none of the people that I like would play with before play anymore, pretty much. So that's also something. But yeah. So yeah, purple and green and everything mean. That was just for the rhyme, I promise. I'm sorry. Okay. So then I'm gonna talk about like a little bit that's that happened lately. I'm not gonna do all of it because I'm thinking I'll do like the rest in another video, but I just want to do a little bit now. And then maybe I'll do the rest like, in the next up in Jorvik. Follow my story. One next up to the other. Well, yeah, so I've had some issues because like I'm like in the process of getting my apartment ready to move in, and yeah, there's been some hurdles. One of them is that like the TV just won't work for the like regular TV. But I'm just like I've like unplugged it and then I'm gonna try again later and whatever. hopefully I can fix that. Um, but yeah, I just unplugged it last time I was here. It's been a while since I was here also, cause like, well, yeah, I was planning to move in like yesterday or earlier, so I'll tell you why in a second, or it's gonna be longer, but yeah. First I want to do why this day is special to me. Because, like, a very dear friend of mine, my bunny Didrik, passed away 6 years ago. Today. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to, like, get this video made and out today. And why I'm doing this, like, at 1 a.m. is because, like, this is when it works for me. Um, so yeah, I was contemplating like waiting until later today, but it's like I was planning to now like sit up, maybe eat some. I'm not so hungry right now. Like I'm getting a little more hungry, but like I had dinner at 7. Um, and then I was like planning to eat a bit and then go to bed. Um, yeah. And then I was planning to like maybe go in here, but something is happening here today at like, well, between 5 and 10 p.m. So I wouldn't really have much time to go in here and do stuff and all. Um, so I just decided to just, do it now instead because I'm not that hungry, so I can wait with eating for a bit. And also, like, yeah, like I could just like hurry over here, do a little bit of stuff, then go back to eat and watch some stuff, and then go to bed right after. And then I can just like, stay there until I have to get up, like, again to eat. Yeah, that's what I do these days. Like, I sleep, I eat, and that's it. Yeah. Like, I'm mostly done with, like, the apartment, and there's nothing I need to do right now, at least. Well, nothing I can do that I need to do before I move in. But yeah. So I really wanted to, like, do this video today, but it doesn't really work to, like, come back later today, so it's just, like, yeah, it worked best to just do it now. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna like try to hurry up as much as I can, and like get the video out. Like I can just like, as long as it uploads to YouTube, I'm good. Because I can like post it later and fix that like on my phone, from like where I'm staying. But I needed to just like make the video and also like get it pushed to YouTube so that I can just like post it later today. So like upload it, and that's it. So I need to do that, and I had some other stuff I needed to do as well. Well, not really needed. Well, yeah, needed to do before moving in, and that was like find some stuff and get that out. Something I'm using right now, this like extension cord thing for my computer because like the cord just wasn't long enough for my liking. So yeah, I bought a new one and then unpacked it and like and some other stuff. And I also needed to like take things out of the fridge because that has stopped working. Yeah. The things that were in there were like things that, for the most part at least, didn't need to stay cold. There was this like one lettuce mix that um, had gone bad, so I just like tossed it out. But the rest like doesn't need to stay cold, I believe, or at least that's what I was told. Um, so yeah, and I mean like it's also been like staying like this since whenever the fridge stopped working, which I don't know when it happened, but when I was notified about like the fridge not working by someone like just stopping by to put something in the fridge was um, Wednesday, and that person like brought the things that had to be in the fridge with them. Um, Minus like the lettuce thing, but I don't know if it was that they didn't see it or that they thought they didn't need to be in there or whatever. But oh well, oh well. Um, but yeah, it didn't cost that much, and it was just like something that I wanted to try that was on sale. So, and also like I did buy it like about a week ago. So thinking I was gonna move in like yesterday or earlier. So, but yeah. But anyways, and I also did put some things in the fridge that didn't need to actually be in there, but I just was like, why not? So yeah, so I hope that everything, like has survived kind of. I've already had some stuff like as my food yesterday and today and all. Um and that was fine. So I'm gonna have like a pizza. That was in the freezer like when I go back. So but yeah. But like what happens today between 5 and 10 is that I get my new fridge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is like, one of two problems I've had. The other problem was like that the like water going in cord for the washing machine was too short, so I had to buy another one. That worked out fine, like, and it fit and everything was fine. I've already done like a load of laundry, so that was good. Um, but yeah, so like, just getting a new one, that worked wonders, and that was long enough and everything, so that was fine. Um, yeah, so it's really just the fridge now. And I'm getting one today. So yeah. Um, yeah. And I did like try to get like a fridge second hand, but like it needed to be like a specific size because like of being able to fit it in the car and everything. And I did send a message to someone at like 7 on Wednesday. I still haven't like seen a response from them. I haven't checked like for a bit, but still asking if it was still available. Then I sent a message to someone else at 8, asking if their fridge was available, like the one they were giving away. Um, and like yesterday at like noon or something, I don't know exactly when, but well, something like that. They just marked the listing as sold out, or not sold out, but like given away. Um, so clearly that was like given away to someone else. Um, so then I kind of like sent a message to I think three other people. One just asking if it was like the one they had was available, and two asking about the size because they looked a bit tall. One answered me like within an hour actually and said like I think it is something that would be too tall, um, but that they didn't really know and couldn't measure because they were at work. So I did respond to that person with like I found something else. So, but thank you for responding because I felt like that was nice because like maybe they would be like then measuring when they got home or something. So, um, and also they kind of seem like maybe a bit um not really like desperate, but like I can't find a better word to like get rid of their fridge. So I just felt like it was like a nice thing to do to tell them that like well I'm not interested anymore, so that they wouldn't like measure the fridge just for me or something, and that they knew that like okay I'm not interested, sorry. And the other person I asked about the measurements asked me to call them. I don't know what to respond to that, or even if I should, because like I feel like like even if you may not know like the exact size, like you can just like respond something like the other person did, like I think it is around this size. hmm and I feel like that could have been a text that doesn't need to be like a call. You know what I mean? So I don't really know what to respond to that, or if I should respond anything. Of course, like you don't have to like let people know that oh I found something else, and I did put out like a listing for like I want to buy a fridge with like the details and all, and I did like mark that one as like already bought something. So yeah, yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna see that or anything, but at least like, you know, I don't know if I should respond to any more of them. Of course, like if they ask me if I'm still like interested, I could say no, of course, but it's just like anything but that, I feel like, you know, I'm just gonna maybe not say anything. I don't really know what to say, so, but yeah. And I did buy one. Like I was thinking of like getting one second hand, but it's like it would be like, you know, hard to fit into the car and like, you know, get it here and everything, and then maybe it doesn't really work or whatever. So yeah. And my previous fridge, because I used to live alone for like 2.5 years, I think. So my previous fridge, I bought a new one for that because I was like, I want to do that. Um, so yes, I bought a new one then, and then when I was like, you know, moving out, like, um, someone I know was also gonna move, and they needed a fridge and all, so then I just gave them my old one because that was the easiest thing to do. Um, and we got help, like, you know, from someone to move it and everything, so that was great. And then, like, they said that, like, since they got my fridge, they could, like, get me a new one, because they kind of, like, owed me a fridge, so then, and I found one that wasn't so expensive, and they could also, like, you know, get the old one with them, and, like, for recycling, um, and, like, you know, deliver today. So like I ordered this yesterday, so they could deliver it today at a time that worked for like us, to like, you know, let them in and everything. Um, like it is between like 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. So, but like, you know, that's like after work and everything for people working. Um, so yeah, so that like worked with everything. But yeah, so like, and then, you know, like since I'm getting a fridge from that person, because they felt like they owed me, and they take, you know, like the old fridge with them, they, you know, deliver it and like bring it in and all, you know, like why not? And also like it's so much harder to like, you know, find a fridge secondhand because like then you have to like carry it and fit it in your car, and you have to like, you know, find someone who is willing to give you their fridge, you know, or sell you their fridge. I was looking at like, you know, things for free at first, and then I was thinking of looking at like things that people were selling because I feel like, you know, if you can get it for free, why not? You know? So I was first looking at like, you know, things for free, and then I was thinking of looking at like things, um, like the lowest prices. But yeah, but like, you know, the only two people that responded to me were people who probably has a too big fridge, even like too long, too high, tall. Yeah. So that it wouldn't fit in the car. Because it looked about the same size, and you know, like the first person responded with roughly the size, and the other person didn't even respond with the size, so just asked me to call. And they look the same size, so probably would be too tall anyways. Um, but yeah, yeah. What more was I gonna say? I don't remember. But yeah, so then, you know, like I'm getting a brand new fridge, for free from me, yeah. And they take the old fridge with them, and they like, you know, get the new fridge, like, you know, they carry it in and everything. Um, so yeah, so that's just like kind of easier. And the total cost for like them to for the fridge itself, for them to like, you know, deliver it into my apartment and take the old fridge with them was $350, I believe, roughly that. Different currency, but like still, I'm just like dividing it by 10 because it's like almost that. Um, so yeah, so it was like 200 for the fridge. It was on sale, and then 50 for like them to take the old fridge, and then 100 for them to deliver. So yeah, and of course, like I couldn't get like a fridge myself. Like I couldn't pick it up myself. I don't even have a driver's license, so that like wouldn't work too well. So I would need help from someone, like to get it here anyway. So yeah, then maybe the person who paid for it. So, and since I could get like it delivered like today, like the very next day, like it was faster, honestly, than the other ones would have been. Like, sure, sometimes you can like pick up stuff like on the day, but like I mean, nobody would respond to me, pretty much. Well, sure, like two people responded, but the fridges were too big, I believe. So for one, I know. For the other one, like I didn't even get measurements. So yeah, yeah, and of course, like that would have been like I would need someone to like help me get the fridge. Um, so like drive there, carry the fridge, get it in, and then also like take the old one out as well. So yeah, so then I don't have to do that, and I get the fridge tomorrow. Yeah, today. Sorry, I forget that it's past midnight. But yeah, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I love that. But yeah, so um, so yeah, so that's just like great. And I was thinking like well, fridges like secondhand are cheaper typically, and often you could get it faster if people respond anyways. And sure, it is more sustainable to like get a secondhand thing than something brand new, but it's like when pretty much no one, at least that has a fridge that would fit in the car, responds. What can you really do? And I do have like some other like secondhand stuff. Like my TV is from like one of my grandmas. Um, it's really old. My couches are actually like were owned by both of my grandmas. Because like first the grandma with the TV had the couches. Then she passed away. Well, yeah, about a decade ago. In the spring, it was a decade. So decade and a half, and not a decade and a half, but like 10.5 years. Um, then when she passed away, like my other grandma got the couches for a bit until she went into a nursing home. Yeah, she's the one that's 101. So she's still alive. um, and why it's only my grandmas that has had it is because like my grandpa on the side of like the one still alive, he passed away before my other grandma, and my other grandpa, like he passed away when my mom was a kid. I don't know how old those couches are. I don't know if like they're real or full leather, but well, they're like a like bottle green, so like a dark green, real or faux leather. I don't know. They're so old. I don't even know. Um, they could be older than me, honestly, and I'm 24, almost 25. So yeah, I mean they could have been around when my grandpa was still alive, like billions of years ago. I don't know. So I just don't know how old they are. Like, I mean, when was like bottle green couches like popular? And even like it could have been when it wasn't popular anymore. Like I don't know. Like my grandma was like for a bit a single mom. You know, like I think my mom had a stepfather at some point, but then I don't know what happened with that. But I never had like a step grandpa, so it was only like my grandma on that side um, in my lifetime. So yeah, but yeah. So like a single woman um, back in the day, at least, like getting couches. I mean, sure, she could have maybe like gotten the couches like from her like as a present or something, but like a single mom potentially at the time getting like a brand new couch that's like super popular at the time. A little bit unlikely. A little bit unlikely. Um, yeah. Because, like, if you only have one income, even today, like, you're not really going to have, like, too much money to buy stuff. And I don't know if she had a job. I know it feels, I know it's like, most likely she probably did, but I don't know what that would have been. But I mean, like, all my grandparents were so old when I was born, so it's like, yeah, like, two of them passed away a decade ago, and sure, they were a little younger than my grandma that's still alive. Um, but they were like, in their late 80s when I was like, yeah, 13, 14 when they passed away. So, you know what I mean? So let's say that they were like, 70 some like when I was born. So they would have, like probably retired at that point anyways, all of them. So I don't really know like what they did for work or if my grandma's worked. Um, and we'll see olden days. I've like just found out because like there was this like family tree thing on my well for my like paternal grandpa. So the one that like I got to know, got to meet. So his family and all, and like it shows that like my dad was 38, I believe, when he had me, the youngest. My dad also being the youngest. My grandpa, so his dad, had him when he was 38, and my great grandpa, he had my grandpa when he was 44, and my grandpa is the youngest. So like I'm the youngest of the youngest of the youngest, and like there is exactly 120 years, not to the date or anything, but like between the years of when I and my great grandpa was born. So I mean, of course, all my grandparents were like, almost dead when I was born. One even was. One was dead when like my mom was like 6, I believe. So yeah. Yeah. Cause like, these guys they had kids so old. And I mean like my grandma was a little bit like the one that's still alive was a little bit older or was born a bit before my grandpa even. So she was even older than that. Like gee. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years, but like yeah. My great grandma was a little bit younger than my grandpa, so but still, like around 40? This many years ago? And still having kids? Like, gee. Gee. Fertile for a long time. That's for sure. Um, and I mean living for a long time too. Like my great grandma passed away, I think, the year before my dad was born, and my great grandpa the year after my dad was born. And I mean, 120 years before 2001 is 1881, isn't it? Right. So my great grandpa lived from 1881 till 1963. No, sorry, 1964. Did he turn like then 83 or something? Right? Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, like I mean, yes, I focus mostly on him because like, the guy said it's so funny that it's like, the average age for them to get their last kid was like 40. Like, what you doing? What you doing? And I know that like guys can like, have kids like forever and all, but it's like the ladies weren't that much worse either. Like my great grandpa's wife, so my great grandma, she was, like a couple years younger than him. Um, so, like he was 44 and she was like, 40, 41, something like that. Yeah, when she had her last kid. Like, that's pretty impressive. Like, and obviously, like, since this is my, like, grandpa's, like, his parents and all, like, his lineage, then, I focused then, on him. And I just thought it was funny that, like, my great grandpa was born 120 years before me. Because that's, like, that's insane. That's insane. That's so long. And also he passed away, like him and his wife passed away, like, 2 years apart, the year before and the year after my dad was born. Like, the lost of their, like, grandkids from, like, at least that kid of theirs. Probably the lost one in total, because it's like, you know, the older siblings were, like, much older, yeah. But yeah, what am I rambling about? I don't know. But yeah, so it's like, uh, yeah, yeah, like all of my grandparents must have been like dead or retired when I was born, even. So yeah, like I mean, my grandpa was 38 when he had my dad. My dad was 38 when he had me. The mathing for my brain right now. 38 plus 38. 8 plus 8 is 16. So 76, yeah. Yeah, so all of my grandparents like that were still alive were like around 76 when I was born. I think my grandma on the like other side is a little bit younger. So like a couple years younger or something. I think she was born in the 30s sometime, and the one that's still alive was born in 24. Of course, easy. Um, and my grandpa was born like a couple years later, so like the late 20s. And I think the other two were like born in the 30s. Um, so yeah, yeah, yeah. So like 70 some when I was born. So well, yeah, they would have been retired. So of course, like I don't have any memories of them working ever. And then it kind of feels a little bit like if they never did, because it's like, well, yeah, they didn't in my lifetime. Like literally when I was born, like my grandma and one of my aunts, like the one that's still alive, came to like um, watch over me or something as my mom was like talking to some doctors, nurses, whatever. So yeah, so like hmm. So when I was like not even out of the hospital, like some of the first people to come see me were like my grandma that's still alive. Um, but yeah, I mean, sure, I think like I don't. I think my dad was maybe like there when I was born because like that makes sense. This times, these times. I know that well, I'm pretty sure my grandpa was not present for any of the births of his kids, because that was those times. But I think my dad was. Yeah, I think it was like my grandparents, like his parents, picked up my brother from kindergarten when I was born, so and then brought him to the hospital. So yes, I think like well, I mean, my dad would have probably been the first one to see me. Because, like, the one giving birth probably isn't the one to see the kid first unless nobody else is in the room. Well, you get what I mean of, like, family. Because, like, the first one to see the baby is probably the one, like, helping the baby get out. But after that, like, in a family, it's probably, like, the other parent. Or, like, at least the other person being with the person that's, like, giving birth. And then if there's no one else, then the person gets given birth, like the first one to see. But well, then that one. If there's anyone else, then the one who gave birth, and then anyone. To visit. So yeah. So yeah, I think like the first five people I probably met would have been like my paternal grandparents, obviously my mom and dad and my brother. But yeah, like yeah, I think that would have been it. And I mean, like, it makes sense that they would have been, like, retired and then they could just pick up my brother at any time and come to the hospital and everything. Because, yeah, I think they did come visit me when I was born, like, right? Like, that they picked up my brother from kindergarten and then came to the hospital with him and all. But yeah, I mean, I don't quite remember. I was a newborn. Duh. I mean, I barely remember yesterday these days, so, like. But don't tell anyone. That's our little secret. No, it's not a secret at all. But yeah, I think that's enough like babbling for now. I want to kind of like get back because I've done like I need to remember to close the door because I opened the door because it was a bit warm in here and I need to get some stuff out, some like balcony chairs. Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna like blabber on maybe a little bit more until I'm done with video, and then I'm probably gonna take things out of the washing machine because I have some stuff that was like I just opened the washing machine like when I was here last, so I was thinking of maybe taking it out so I can like fill it anew when I get back next time. Yeah, and get things ready for like when I'm gonna actually move in because I don't think I'm gonna come back again until I'm gonna move in. Um, and yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably gonna happen like tomorrow or the day after because like my fridge gets delivered today, and like apart from that, that's really like all I need to do before I move in. Um, there are some things I should do before I move in, but there are no things I need to do before I move in. So yeah. So I'm thinking that like now I'm just gonna talk for a bit more until I feel done with the video, then like upload it to YouTube as I probably take stuff out of the dishwasher and like make that ready to reload next time I come back. Um, yeah, and then I think I'm just gonna like see if there was anything else that I was gonna do. I had on my plan to find some stuff that I found and do some videos, and I think that was it. And I also have some stuff for later, but yeah, but nothing that needs to be done before I move in. So yeah, so I think it's just like, finishing up the video, getting it to upload, and then I'm gonna probably like fix it with like posting it today. Um, on my phone, like, before I go to bed. Um, or maybe I'll just like fix it with it now so that it just does it itself. I'm gonna post it like later today, but a little while. But yeah, so just fix with the video so that it's posting today. Um, take stuff out of the washing machine so that that's like ready for a new load. Um, yeah, and then I'm thinking I'll just like pack up what I'm gonna take with me and take that with me. Uh, maybe I have to use the bathroom, but that's like that's it. And then I'm thinking I'll leave. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to like remember to close the door and turn off the lights everywhere. But yeah, so that's the plan. And I'm thinking I'll probably do like I don't know when the next in Jorvik, like the next one comes out. Probably between like the last update of this one and the next of the next one. So I'm gonna do that like a little closer to when that comes out than this one. Um, but yeah, and like I'm really happy that like the fridge like stopped working before I moved in, so that like because that like works better for me really. And I'm just really waiting until I have that, and then yeah, like after a fridge and certain other things probably too has been transported, it needs to like stay for a bit before you can connect it. So it's just gonna stay like probably overnight, and then I'm gonna connect it and fill it up with the stuff that I had in my old fridge that didn't need to be tossed away. Um, so yeah, and I think that like after that I'll just move in. So yeah. So yeah, it's probably gonna be like tomorrow, which is Saturday or Sunday. Um, but definitely before Wednesday because that's like I want to move in September. So yeah, yeah. Was there anything more I want to say? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, I had some other issues as well. Like I bought this fan and like a piece was missing. And I haven't like I did contact them and they told me like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send this like forward this to the people who like can help you with this, and I haven't heard anything. I don't know if it's just like that I've been missing some emails or something, but I haven't heard anything. And it's been actually some time since I like contacted them and everything. So I was maybe thinking of just like, contacting them again or something. Um, so yeah. I mean, I bought another fan, so because I was like, I can't wait. Um, but yeah, so I'm thinking of just returning the other one. Um, but yeah. So yeah, so I had like issues with that fan. I had issues with the water in pipe for the washing machine, just it being too short really. Um, but yeah, like all of the pipes are like really short for this one, so that sucks. But oh well. Even like the electrical cord is a little short, so which is why I can't like push it all the way in. Which I don't think you're supposed to anyways, because like there should be some air around it, but oh well. But yeah, it's fine though. It's fine as long as it works, like and everything is connected well. It's fine, and everything is so that yeah. Um. So yeah, issues with the fan, issues with the TV and like direct. Because I was on YouTube, that worked. Um. Did I try to see something else? I don't know, maybe. But yeah, like the direct function, like watching like live TV, that didn't work. So I just unplugged it last time I was in, and I'm gonna check it out later. Because now I kind of want to just go back and have some food and go to bed pretty soon. Because like I'm staying with someone now, which you could probably tell from me not like moving in here yet, or I don't know. Well, I mean that's what makes most sense, So like using some logic, you probably could have figured that out. But anyways, so yes, I'm staying with someone. They're having their home, a, they're having like doing home office today. So they're gonna like start at 7. We're doing work, and like they're gonna have like calls, video calls, and everything. So I can't be in the living room and watch TV and stuff as they do that. Yeah. So which is kind of why I like went over here now as well, because then I can just like sleep, stay in my room for that time. Um, Probably gonna sleep. I didn't sleep too well like yesterday because I was like, wanting to see if anyone had responded to my messages about the fridge. And then I ordered a fridge. So yeah. Um, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted by me having hung up like socks on like drawers, like the handles for my drawers in the kitchen. It wasn't like fully dry when I took stuff out of the washing machine, but it was like I didn't have more time last time I was here, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna put the tablecloth on the table so that that will dry. Put a t-shirt over like this. I don't know what to call it. It's like kind of like a mini ladder from my grandma actually, so she didn't need it. Um, and I hung like this kimono that I'm gonna use like as a PJ, pretty much. I hung that over like the fan that I got. I hung a towel over the washing machine. I hung socks on like drawers, the handles for it. And I put some just on the countertop, so I'm gonna see if that's like, good. But yeah. I'm just like a little distracted by me having like one sock on these like 3 drawer handles for this like one thing. And then 2 on this other. So it's kind of like, socks going up. Oh, it looks so silly. It looks so silly. And then I have some other ones like on this other one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna do this thing like, because I bought this like clothing line thing. And I was thinking of like cleaning it in the dishwasher. Did that work? It was like oily, so I was like, okay, I'm a little scared. And then it was like fizzing when I opened the dishwasher, so like, yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get off the oil first and then try to like wash it again, and then maybe I can hang it like, between like, some places, I don't know. But yeah, wish me luck. Wish me luck, because I'm gonna need it. Yeah, I don't know where I can hang it even, so that's like something, but again, wish me luck. Yeah, I just like had an idea that like maybe I can do that, but like I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, so it was like sizzling in there, and I was like, oh, this is bad. But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna like um end the video now, because like I've talked about all of the issues and why I haven't moved in yet, even though I plan to do it already. Um, yeah. So I think I'm good. I had some issues with the oven too, that like there was no like electrical cord for it. But that was earlier, that was like in May. So that got fixed then. There's been like so many issues with the apartment. Um and I just feel like I've been so unlucky lately with like the fan not working, the washing machine, like issues with that, issues with the TV, um, the cord for my computer not really being like that long enough for me. So I needed to get like, an extension for it. The fan that I bought missing a piece. Yeah. My Mac being dysfunctional. I'm gonna have to see if like that mouse I bought for it works with it so that I can get it connected and everything. Because like I can't click on anything. And I tried to like kind of like restart on this like thing. Um, like when you turn on the computer, you like press D or B, one of those, and just hold it in until like you get to a page. Then I can't like click to like get started with it because I can't click on anything. The mouse pad is not working. I got it to work like through this like thing where like I think it is like tap to click or whatever that it's called. But that doesn't work somehow for this thing, so I don't know. But yeah, wish me luck. Wish me luck, because I'm gonna need it. Yeah. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna end the video, upload it, unplug my computer, take out things from the washing machine, dishwasher, not washing machine. um, yeah, and then I'm thinking I'll just like, sort out the things what I'm gonna bring with me and not, and maybe I'll use the bathroom, but then I'll just like leave afterwards. Like once I'm done with everything, I'll just leave. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and watch my other videos. I'm gonna talk more about like what I've been doing lately. This was just like what's been going wrong. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm thinking I'll do that like when I move in for real. So, well, if you come back to my channel, you'll hear more about stuff later. Um, so yeah, because there's been a lot. There's been a lot. Um, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Stay crazy. I hope to see you later on my channel. Bye.